Welcome everyone to this video. In this one, I'm going to compare Changli, and I'm going to show you the best teammates that can possibly support her. Now, I will not be showing the DPS characters in this because these characters aren't supporting her, but they're going to take advantage of her kit, right? But overall, I'll show you every one of these characters will perform. Just know that these characters are going to probably end Changli's best team. By no means am I going to show you her best teammate, her best team, but I'll show you how good every one of these characters will buff her. Right? And I just want to mention that I believe Chixia is taking advantage of Changli's outro effect the most. Like, no doubt. Chixia has a very good ultimate, and she also has fusion, so she's 100% of that's getting used. So moving on, here's all the stats I'm going to use. This is pretty standard for my channel. I have this everywhere. So yeah, go ahead, take a look. And 135 crit value. Well, that looks like this. This is pretty standard. Moving on. First we have Taoqi, and we all know how unplayable Taoqi is. But what you cannot say is she's not giving us a humongous damage bonus on our skills. Right? 60%. It's a huge amount. And Changli only does damage through skills. She does a little bit through her ultimate, but the main thing is skills. Her, you can see her auto attacks do little to no damage. Only 10k damage through all 4 attacks. Horrible. And I'll run through how I got the numbers as well. So I took all 4 of Changli's basic attacks and I squished it in one big number. I took that number and I put that through my attack. This attack goes through my crit multiplier. Then this will go through the enemy's defense, which will then go through my damage bonus. This is going to be like fusion damage, damage to basic attack. That's all that right here. And then it's going to go through enemy's resistance, and we get this number here. And this is going to be the average. Right? You get a crit, I would replace the crit multiplier with crit damage number, and you'll always see crit. And same thing could be said everywhere, right? So I took all these multiple little values in her True Sight Conquest. I squished them all, and I got one number here, 294.73. And yeah, see everything else as well. And you'll see that just the Moonlit Cloud 22.5 and the Heron 12% is buffing up the auto attacks and ult by 16%. But once you get that plus the deepen, it's just 60% of skills. Huge amount. We look at Kung Fu Panda. She's the same thing as Taoqi, but we're gonna shift off from skill and we're gonna go to ultimate. That's what we get. We're getting the same. Roughly, the reason it's less here in skill now is because it's something called diminishing returns. Changli's weapon gives a bunch of damage bonus to skills. So when we add more, such as this 12%, it's gonna really start to fall off, or fall off compared to other things, right? We look at Baizhi. I got a comment actually last video. Someone saying she's not as unplayable as I made it seem. I haven't done any testing on this, but it's just poor wording, right? Classic girl games. Let's mess up the wording for fun again. But yeah, she's gonna give a 35% damage bonus to everything. You can get the deepen. You can pick up the little thing. Her turtle drops, and then the actual turtle on her, 10% damage bonus. The bell bearing turtle. Yeah, you can see you're gonna have to add the deepen number here at the end. The deepen, we get our attack. Attack goes up a significant amount because of the rejuvenating ties and the inherent. We get funny numbers that look like this. All right, we already all know Verina. The only difference between Verina and Baizhi is a 5% of the inherent skill attack buff, and also she's way easier to get your buff off. So it's going to be a slight big buff to all damage because it's only 5% more attack on paper, at least. Right? It's probably going to be a lot more damage per second because it's easier to get her stuff off, but who am I to say that, right? So summarize everything up. Taoqi, she is giving us global 16% with a 6% damage to skills. But come on here, who really wants to play Taoqi? Kung Fu Panda, we can see she is going to give us the same thing, but just the damage to ult. But then she's also a healer and shielder and a grouper. So let's not sleep on her, please. Baizhi, That disgusting damage buff and deepen, attack buff and deepen is like great. And Verina. Now I don't have Encore and Chixia here because I only showed these 4 characters. So I'm just gonna summarize the things that showed up in this video. But just do note that Chixia is 100% going to utilize Changli's outro more than any other character in the game right now, no doubt. Encore will probably be stronger because she's a 5-star. You know, she'll use the fusion, but not the outro. But Chixia 100% has the most disgusting potential with that outro buff. And yeah, I think I've covered everything I wanted to say in this video. Felt like a shorter one. I'm not sure though. But yeah, I hope you found this informative. And if you did, leave a like, sub, whatever. Peace out.